Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Dark. This is the 6th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click in it, put the password in and enjoy. So last episode we had it revealed that Michael, yes, Jonas's dad, is actually Mikkel, who is Ulrich's son, who is actually having an affair with Hannah, who technically is obviously Jonas's mum and could potentially be Jonas's granddad as well. That are having a relationship together. Well, actually was having a relationship because Jonas has actually turned around, Ulrich has turned around and said, look, we're ending it. You know, I can't do this. My son is missing and all you're cared about is yourself. Do you know what I mean? Then we got an interesting backstory about obviously her in school fancying him and seeing him getting in a relationship with his present wife, which is interesting. And she's seen them having sex and then obviously she was jealous about it. So she falsified a report to the police that she actually seen him sexually assault somebody, and then we did see him get arrested. So, I mean, it is crazy. She's crazy, Hannah, let's be honest, and she's fully thinking about himself. She's selfish. She's not shown no care in the world technically that Mikkel has been missing. You know, again, like I said, very interestingly that we did see that Mikkel is actually Michael, and his dad actually gave him his letter now. So we did see obviously the nurse that was reading it, she had the current one that his father left when he killed himself, and she opened it at the exact time at 10:13 on November. I think it was the 4th, and then obviously he's received it, Jonas, from a letter from the guy who's actually staying in the hotel, who asked her to deliver a parcel to Jonas, who actually went home, opened it up. He had a light, he had that letter as well. He sat down and he's read it. So it's very interesting. Do you know what I mean? We're getting more information drip fed to us. We know that obviously Mikkel stayed alive as Michael, obviously in the past to the present, and we know that he was too fond to himself in a present current timeline with Mikkel and his dad before he killed himself. And his letter sounded like he had to kill himself because he knew what was actually coming. And we've had the mention of a 33-year cycle as well that's been going around. So it's very interesting stuff, honestly. It really is. Noah's been revealed. You know, we had a sketch drawn up of him. We've seen him in the past, we've seen him in the present. You know, we want to see what's actually going on and why he's being utilized and what he's here for now. And he actually looked like he didn't age a day since 86 as well. So that one again is very interesting. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Das ist nicht mehr lustig! Hilfe!
I wonder who strapped her to the tree.
Jemand muss etwas gesehen haben. Koordiniert euch mit Dienststellen im Landkreis. Außerdem will ich, dass ihr in die Archive guckt. Ähnliche Fälle in und um Winden in den letzten 50 Jahren. Der Keller durchsucht wird. Jeder hinterlässt irgendwo eine Spur.
Ihr Vater hat ein gebrochenes Bein. Schlechte Laune.
Bevor er krank wurde.
Er war anders. Man wusste nie so richtig, ob er etwas ernst meint oder nicht.
Als er um 7 immer noch nicht da war, wusste ich, dass da was nicht stimmt.
Und Ihr Mann? Wo war der?
Der war zu Hause bei uns. Wir haben zu dritt auf Mats gewartet.
Wo wollt ihr denn hin?
In die Schule.
Bleibt hier.
Soll es jetzt ewig so weitergehen? Dass ihr uns hier einsperrt?
Wieso einsperren? Euer Bruder ist gerade mal 4 Tage verschwunden.
Ja und? Davon, dass wir hier rumsitzen, kommt er auch nicht wieder.
Denkt ihr also jeder nur noch an sich selber, ja?
Du machst doch auch nichts anderes! Oder hast du die letzten Tage nur einen Gedanken an uns verschwendet, ha?
Das reicht jetzt.
Wie viele von diesen Scheißzetteln willst du eigentlich noch aufhängen, ha?
Das hat sie nicht so gemeint.
Doch! Hab ich! Blind. Jeder denkt das Gleiche und keiner traut es auszusprechen. Mikkel ist tot!
Wie geht's euch? Katharina, den Kindern?
Wo ist Mama?
Schläft.
Der tote Junge, den wir gefunden haben im Wald. Der sah aus wie aus den 80ern. Er holt sich alles. Vielleicht ist es derselbe Täter. Hat ausgesagt, du warst zu Hause. Aber ich erinnere mich, da warst du nicht. Du warst nicht beim Abendessen. Die Zeit auf die Uhr geschaut. Irgendwann hat sie angefangen zu beten.
Verdächtigst du jetzt mich? Ich habe viele Fehler, ich habe vieles falsch gemacht. Aber dass du sowas überhaupt denken kannst.
Vor 5 Tagen, als Mikkel verschwunden ist.
Er war hier. Figuren gestritten. Das war Weihnachten. Am Ende seid ihr wie 2 Boxer aufeinander losgegangen. Mats ist auf den Glastisch im Wohnzimmer gekracht. Hat geblutet, wie in einem Horrorfilm. Aber am Ende war es nur ein kleiner Schnitt. Unten am Kinn. Ihr beide habt euch kaputt gelacht, was alles passiert ist. War deine Affäre. Das war nicht die erste. Claudia Tiedemann.
Und wer hat Mats zuletzt gesehen? An dem Abend?
Das war Regina. Regina Tiedemann.
Whose is that necklace? Do you know what, right, before we dive into this, do you remember that argument that she had with her mum a minute ago, right? And she's basically saying that, what do you want us to do? Sit around here all day waiting for him to come home? Yeah, we've all got lives, you know what I mean? Like, you know, basically she was saying that her brother's dead, but they sitting there doing nothing is basically not going to help him. Mad ways to look at it, to be honest. You know, you can't really say one person's approach to it is correct or not. You know, she's basically saying that the school play is going on and they wanted to actually put this on to take people's minds off what's going on. So, like, you can see that in a positive way in terms of, do you know what I mean? There's loads of distress and loads of scary things that are going on, right? It's good to keep the upbeat positivity around the community and also give somebody something to keep the mind off it and not panic, and obviously just give them a bit of entertainment and take the mind away for an hour or something and watch something that's entertaining, get everybody involved. But then also you can see the other side of it, of her mum saying, well, basically what? Everybody's just going on like the day-to-day normal lives is just rock and rolling, and I've got a son that's missing and nobody's really caring about it. You guys are prancing around, having a laugh and having a good time watching a play, and I'm sat here devastated and wounded, waiting for my son to walk through the door who could potentially be dead. And it's like, do you know what, right? I can't really say who's right and who's wrong in that situation. I would possibly say that both of them are right. You've got one person there saying, why is everybody not kind of caring? And other people like, mate, we do care, but we also want to give ourselves a bit of positivity and take our minds away from the dullness. And it's like, oh, it's tough. You know what I mean? You have to just respect people's opinions on the situations, but you can't really like say yours is right and theirs is wrong, because, you know, both of them have kind of got a good argument.
Du hast mich nicht zurückgerufen. Es tut mir alles so leid. Es ist meine Schuld. Ich hätte nicht diese beschissene Idee mit den Höhlen haben sollen. Willst du weg? Ich hau ab mit dir. Ehrlich.
Wieso?
Nur so. Der Arsch hat mich gestern versetzt.
Hallo?
Du denn hier?
1986. In der Nacht, als mein Bruder verschwunden ist. Was ist da wirklich passiert?
Das ist über 30 Jahre her.
Du hast ihn damals das letzte gesehen. Ist dir an dem Tag irgendetwas aufgefallen?
Mats war der einzige Mensch, den ich kannte, der nie ein schlechtes Wort über andere gesprochen hat. Ich habe mich immer gefragt, warum gerade er? Ich habe mir immer vorgestellt, dass es dich anstatt ihn hätte treffen sollen. Dass Mats vielleicht nie verschwunden wäre, wenn es dich und Katharina nie gegeben hätte. Mats wusste, dass ich mich nicht allein den Weg nach Hause traue, wegen euch. Wegen dem, was ihr mit mir gemacht habt. Sonst hätte er mich nicht begleitet und wäre nicht zurück durch den Wald gegangen.
Verlogen, dass ich kotzen könnte. Du hast deinem versoffenen, nichtsnutzigen Opa erzählt, ich hätte Katharina vergewaltigt.
Das habt ihr geglaubt?
Hanna hat dich gesehen damals. Auf der Wache.
Dieselbe Hanna, die mit 14 so in dich verliebt war, dass sie alles
Look, the pennies dropped, mate.
Handelt es sich wohl nicht um eines der 3 in Winden vermissten Kinder. Versagt unsere Polizei? Sind unsere Kinder sicher? Darüber diskutiere ich gerne weiterhin mit Ihnen. Die Nummer unserer Hotline 0800 6482 6482.
Ich will, dass die Leute endlich begreifen, was hier wirklich passiert. Unter uns ist ein Mörder. Keiner traut sich, das auszusprechen. Aber es ist die Wahrheit. Wir klammern uns an die Hoffnung, dass so etwas bei uns nicht passiert. Wir leben Tür an Tür mit Menschen, von denen wir keine Ahnung haben, wer sie wirklich sind. Und hinter einer dieser Türen ist mein Sohn.
To be fair there, right, she just said something out loud, do you know what I mean? Like, she's looking at the negative side of it now, like, she can't find her son, so basically she's saying there's a murderer around there, we all need to watch our backs, and, you know, it could be your wife, it could be your kid, do you know what I mean? It could be the postman, it could be the guy that delivers cakes, you know what I mean? It could be the best friend that you've had your whole life, or it could be the priest that's in the church, you know what I mean? Basically, you never know who you are. You know, have you ever seen it in life as well, or you know somebody that, like, on the day-to-day that you see them, yeah, you're alright, seem like great people, but then you learn crazy stuff's happening on in the private life and you think, wow, I never thought that would happen to X or that would happen to Y. It's like they seem such a nice person. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. You don't know what weirdos are going around, or you don't know what things people are going through. Do you know what I mean? It's madness. And she's just doing a speculation, and realistically she's not name dropped anyone and not said anything that's too crazy. What we are getting like revealed to us though is interesting things about connections in the past and stuff that's happened to people. He's finding out that Hannah's the one that submitted this story. I'm surprised that he actually hadn't looked into this further, if I'm being totally honest, since he become a cop himself and he's got access to the files. Also, it's interesting to know that he's able to become a cop, actually, having learned about the past and the rap sheets and the stuff that's been accused of him. That, again, is interesting in itself. And then, you know, basically the policewoman's husband, who's now, I don't know if he's sleeping with Ulrich's brother or they've got something going on, because they're in a cabin in the woods and they have got this weird cell that they went down and they found last episode or the one before. What's actually in there? Do you know what I mean? Again, really interesting.
Ja, guten Tag, Tiedemann hier. Meine Frau war bei Ihnen zu einer Krebsuntersuchung am 27. Oktober.
Bei Ihrer Frau wurden bereits vor einigen Wochen invasive Karzinome festgestellt und nach neuestem Befund haben diese gestreut. Sie sollten schnellstmöglich einen Termin mit Dr. Uhrmann vereinbaren.
Was machst du hier?
Was willst du von mir? Du warst das 86. Du hast mich wegen Vergewaltigung angezeigt. Meine Familie kaputt machen? Ist es das, was du willst? Mann, überhaupt so lange mit dir ausgehalten hat. Kein Wunder, dass er am Ende nicht mehr konnte.
Noch 19 Minuten bis nach 017.
Zu nach Hause.
Gleich, ich hole noch Bartosch von der Schule ab.
Er wollte unbedingt zu dieser Aufführung.
War für dich da, das weißt du. Egal, was passiert. Ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich auch.
In die Mitte. Dort im Schatten wartet er. Halb Mensch, halb Tier. Schnell sein. Treff ihn mitten ins Herz. Versprich mir, dass du es niemals trennst.
Ich verspreche es.
Um mich ist nur Dunkelheit. Ewig lauernde Schatten. Lange habe ich nichts gegessen. Meine Augen werden schwarz. Es geht zu Ende. Nun stehe ich vor euch. Keines Mannes Weib. Keines Bruder, Schwester. Ein loses Ende in der Zeit. Im Sterben bin ich ganz allein. Mein einziger Richter. Ich bin da.
Ist das das Stück schon zu Ende? Oder hast du deine Tochter von der Bühne geschleppt, um sie vor den kranken Menschen dieser Stadt zu retten? Sag ihm, wie ihre Mutter wirklich ist.
I wanna be brave and keep you warm. Thousands of lanterns glowing with grey. I wanna be shameless like the sun.
Können wir reden?
Ja. Was für eine kranke Scheiße waren das in der Schule.
Glaubst du, es wird jemals wieder so sein wie vorher? Eigentlich kennt man seine Eltern überhaupt gar nicht. So wie die als Kinder waren oder als... Kann ich heute Nacht hier schlafen?
Aber deine kalten Füße bleiben auf deiner Seite.
There you go. He's realized it.
Du solltest nicht so lange im Regen stehen. Na, weil der sauer ist. Knobbel? Die Leute sagen zwar, da ist nichts mehr im Regen, aber das glaube ich nicht.
Hanna, rutsch rüber. Komm, steig ein, fahr dich nach Hause.
Mats ist auf den Glastisch im Wohnzimmer gekracht. So wart ihr. In der einen Sekunde Spinnefeind, dann die besten Freunde.
How long ago was it that his brother went missing? I can't... Well, he was a kid, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? So at least... Well, it can't be 33 years ago. It could have been. Yeah, it would have been 33 years ago, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? And then you find his body now, 33 years later. Obviously, his face is all mashed up, but, like, his body's kind of intact. It's like somebody's preserved it for so long. But technically, you know, could have been one day or something in terms of the timeline. You know what I mean? Like... You've seen it in other programs before that, like, you go into a different dimension, you go back in time, and then obviously when you come back to the present, you know, like in terms of the 2019 where these you gone one day, but in terms of the timeline, sorry, in terms of like these, you've been gone for like 20 years, but in reality, for you, it's been like one day because you've gone back and then you come forward. I mean, it's really interesting. It's good that he's figured out, do you know what, right? I actually don't mind Ulrich. I actually like him. You know, I kind of don't know if the show kind of is supposed to make us think, not too sure about how we feel, but like in the context of the show, I actually think he's really decent. And, you know, his brother is working with the policewoman's dad. I mean, ex-husband or whatever. And they're in like a bottom cave bunker thing, and they've got a book, and it's got the logo that obviously Thingy's seen there as he's going through and he's opening the doors. You know, it had like the circle with the crossy triangle things in, and then basically they got times as well. They knew that he was going to open the door at 9:17. Now I don't know who they got that diary off, but they knew when that was going to occur. And it seems like every time you get the flickering and the lights going off, like in the school and in the town, that's the activation of it. No, he's gone back in time and met his mum. You know what I mean? He stood there, he's figured out Chernobyl, obviously, is a thing. His mum's in the car. You know what I'm saying? He knows it's a bit weird. He's got off. He's seen the signs of Mads in there. But like I said, again, it's very interesting. You know, this show is actually really good. I mean, it's not crazy, but like, it's like, got your mind ticking all the time. And you know what? I'll give it a big top thumbs up rating, mate, if it actually has a great reveal or ending at the end of the season. You know what I mean? I'm all for concluding storylines in one season, move on to the next season, get a brand new storyline. Could be a continuation off, but at least that we could have boxed that off and we don't have to wait for season 2 to obviously get answers. You know what I mean? So right now, so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. Hey, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Very good stuff that's actually going on. Now we've got 2 people that have actually gone back in time. We've obviously got Jonas in today's episode, who's actually alive. We don't really know what's going to happen with him. And then we kind of technically know what's happened to Mikkel. He's disappeared, obviously, in 2019 and gone to the past. But then he's obviously made his way from the past back in to 2019, which is obviously a little bit confusing because him in his head would have known that I was from 2019 and then he's gone back in time and then he's progressed back forward and back in 2019. And also another thing that I wanted to try and say is what I don't kind of understand is Hannah, yeah, she met him in 2019, and obviously she dated him, and they grew up, and he had kids, and obviously he killed himself. But would she forget what he looked like when she met him? Because she obviously would have seen Mikkel rocking and rolling around. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying she would have put 2 and 2 together, because that's completely far-fetched to think. But, like, you could have been like, yo, mate, that Mikkel looks so much like you, Michael. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even kidding, yeah? One of my friends, I remember how they look like when they're kids, you know what I mean? I've got school pictures, you know, if they started met each other when he was young like that, they would have had photographs together and memories, and do you know what I mean? And, like, if I was walking around the street now and I seen a kid, I'd be like, yo, he looks exactly like you when you was a kid. Do you not think the resemblance is mad? Do you know what I'm saying? And, like, realistically, would he not know that that was him? You know what I'm saying? So, like, when she's saying, yo, look at that Mikkel, mate, he looks well like you. Michael's like, yeah, that is me. Or, like, does he not know? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird, but it's also good. It's intriguing. This guy's obviously sent him there to go through that tunnel and to find this place. He wants something to be revealed. That's a question. You know what I mean? And it's, why is he purposely being sent? Why has he got a map? Why is he being marked? Why is he being sent here? You know, what's his purpose of getting to this end goal? There's lots of shows that you see when characters get introduced and actions happen, and it's like, what's the purpose? What's the goal? Why are they here? Why have you give us a character, yeah, and it's got no outcome at the end? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just sending us round, giving us a story with no technical thing to progress forward, and, like, no real reason. Hopefully we get that. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully we get why these 2 people are stood inside this little bunker thing, and they've got a book, and they've got, you know, information on when the activity is about to happen. Hopefully we find out that why this guy... he's obviously staying in the hotel, he's got the things on the boards, and why he's coming here, and he's sending things Jonas, and he wants him specifically to go back and find information. Do you know what I mean? Again, like, we want this reveal. It's interesting that obviously Ulrich's found out that Hannah is the person that's obviously causing him trouble in the past, and obviously he's trying to figure out what she wants in the present. Does she want to ruin his family? Who knows, mate? Well, obviously she's not. She's well obsessed with him. Do you know what I mean? Fully obsessed, and that's the reason why she done it in the past, and that's why she wants him so much now. She can't live without him, but obviously you don't want nothing to do with her now. Something's happened to that woman that obviously Christine's just bang 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 slapped about, obviously in the school, because at the start of the episode we seen her strapped up around the tree. When Ulrich's gone in and speaking to her, he's saying that, look mate, it was just a game. What happened all those years ago, do you know what I mean, was just messing around. She was saying that he didn't even apologise. Then she was saying that stuff wouldn't have even happened to Mads if he didn't have to walk me home because of the shit that you had to do to me. You know what I mean? So, like, we're dropping stuff in, and we need more info on them. She's been to the mammography thing. Obviously, we found out that obviously she's potentially got cancer now. Again, do you know what I mean? Is that going to play a factor into the show? I don't want that to just be like, yeah, she's had a scan, she needs to call us, and then it's like, oh, a bit sad, her husband's found out, and then nothing. You know what I mean? Like, please, if you drop stuff in, continue with it, make it have a purpose. We have to find out. This is episode 6. We're going to 10. Can't wait. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.